Bulletcast for life.
Yeah, party people. Hola, como estas? You know what time it is. It's time for that Bulletcast Top 5 episode number 4. I am again one half of your hosting team, the one and only CDP. Chris don't play, not playing all day. We're at my casa, and I'm here with the one, the only, still reigning, I think so, defending, definitely that, the one, the only Philip Antoine, your Bulletcast champion, the Podfather!
Hey yo, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back once again to provide you with this performance-enhancing audio. I'm here to give you another eargasm, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, I keep on putting you over in that intro. I don't know why I do it.
I love it. Welcome to like the number 63rd Sports and Recreation podcast. We went down a couple notches because Brandon was talking about how he doesn't care about thoughts and condolences for
go back
mass
up.
murders and stuff, you know.
Gotta go back
Maybe
up.
you can bring us back up.
Hey, man,
I think
maybe we can because we're coming with the top 5. Everybody knows the top 5 is hot. What's the first? Let's just get into it. What's the first one?
Hey, man, you know, I'm enjoying my 413th day as champ, and a guy who should be a champion is Roman Reigns. We're going in with the Roman Report.
Is it my favorite segment?
It's your favorite segment.
Can you tell me it's my favorite segment?
It's your favorite segment.
It definitely is.
Number 5, Roman Report.
Let's get cracking.
This Monday on Raw, you know, Roman, I guess he really started his feud with Jinder Mahal, just assaulting him for really no reason. You know, Jinder was getting cheered. Like, I think since Jinder's working with Roman, he's the biggest babyface in the company now.
A lackluster feud, man. Let's start it off with just what it is, right?
Yeah.
Lackluster. There's no heat behind it. There's no sizzle behind it. We have two really good talents, and there's no. I mean, this match has no heat, and it's coming on at the completely wrong time. I mean, Roman couldn't be cooler, right? I mean, as somebody that's over as Roman is, the dude's pretty dang cool. Jinder Mahal coming into Raw with nothing but a cold front, a nice big chill coming from Smackdown, and I mean, it's a shame that two of my favorite dudes currently in the business can't get any heat behind the match.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, Roman, he was just assaulting Jinder. You know, Jinder tried to qualify for Money in the Bank. He had the bandages on his ribs. Roman speared him through the fakest looking wall I've ever seen. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. You know, I mean, Jinder's out here getting cheers and Roman's still getting boos.
Is Vince just trying everything? I mean,
I don't know
what's going on. I mean, are the writers like really that confused? Do they have like this giant spinning wheel that they just like spin and then every week it lands on something? And
Raw roulette.
And they're like, oh shit, we'll try that. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll get the smarks to stop with all this nonsense. But I mean, I don't see any end to it, and I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. It's a shame because Roman's a worker. We all know that. We all know our feelings on Roman.
Yeah. I mean, I've said it so many times. You know, I said it this past week on the Bulletcast regular episode. They cannot put that match on in Chicago. People selfishly want to see it like Brandon, you know, but they cannot do that. You know, if you thought there was a lot of trash in the ring when Hogan turned heel at Bash of the Beach 96, oh man. And I'm not saying Jinder or Roman are trash. I'm not
Be
gonna
respectful. Be respectful.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go that route.
You know,
I'm saying garbage will literally be thrown in the ring. Like it. They cannot do that.
That's a shame, dude. If that happened, those fans should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, I mean Chicago. A very hardcore fan base, really smart fan base. I mean, don't do that. You know, if they do put it on in Chicago, make it the first match of the night.
You know what?
That way they can get it out of their system, and then we can move on with the show.
Yeah.
Because I really hate.
I hate that they're known for that. I hate that like whenever they go to Chicago, they have to be careful about what they do, even for a house show.
And then they gotta bury that shit. Then they gotta bury Punk.
Fuck Chicago, man. Like fuck that, man. Come on, dude.
I mean, I've been to the city. It's nice, you know.
Yeah, the bean's cool. For sure.
Shout out to the Sears Towers. You know, but just put it on first. You know, let them get all their CM Punk chants and their Rusev Day chants out of their system, and then just move the show along, because I really don't like it when the fans hijack the show
That's not cool.
You're not there to put yourself over.
That's not cool. But whatever reason, Roman's stock way down this week. It's like a 2 for Roman this week, like a 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, let's hope that he can turn it around. Let's hope that the writers give him something compelling. Let's hope that they give him some sort of a match. Let's hope that he somehow gets into that briefcase match, right?
Yeah.
And gets that, and then maybe with Roman walking around with the briefcase, maybe we can get a little bit of more Roman love, and maybe he'll have some heat. Maybe maybe a little bit.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's gonna go down, but it's looking bad for the big dog.
Yeah.
This week.
Man, shouldn't have got popped with that Adderall.
Oh man,
downhill from there. Fuck.
Oh, Jesus God.
Poor Roman.
It's been 2 years. I thought we would move on.
Dude.
All right.
He needs more of it.
Jesus.
Get him some. Dude.
All right. Number 4, Ronda Rousey. She gets an opportunity at the Raw Women's Championship. Is it too soon?
No, love it.
Really?
Let's do it.
Really?
Why not? She's the only one with credibility around there.
I mean, there are other credible people to go after the title.
I mean, let's call it what it is, right? This is a long program. Something smozzy's going to happen. Ronda's not walking out with the belt.
She's going to feud with Natty. That's how I see it.
I mean, something's happening, where it's going to affect that opportunity for Ronda to get that belt, right off of Nia right away. And that's what's going to happen in this match. This match coming in, Ronda needs to wrestle, right? And Ronda needs to be in high-profile matches.
Ronda's like... I don't know, because, she's going after the equivalent of... it's a world's championship for the women.
I mean, she's a pro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Was the WrestleMania not impressive?
I was impressed. I was very impressed, but,
yeah.
This is, the woman's world title, She was the woman's world champ over in the UFC, the bantamweight champion. With this, I mean, Ronda, she's still very, very green. Nia, she's not amazing in the ring, but she can go a little bit. We saw her matches with Asuka. I look at it like this. They need to have, I don't want to go back to those days of women having 2 or 3 minutes in the ring, but for this one, give them 4 minutes and then something schmozzy happens. Nia keeps the strap. Ronda
no
gets
doubt
a loss
that's going to happen,
Ronda gets a loss under her record because she doesn't need a streak. She's not... Asuka just had a streak. But then again, I was a fan of Ronda because she got a streak. I heard there was this badass chick in UFC having a streak. I'm like, what? I got to see that. All right, but then again,
dude, she broke down. First of all, let's just be real about it, right? She broke down barriers in women fighting in the UFC without a doubt.
She broke down barriers for women's sports.
Yeah, she's the innovator of that. She was the champion there for a very long time. Yeah. She got, she lost a few steps. She got kicked in the face. It happens to everybody. She got rocked.
Can't win them all.
Yeah, it is what it is. Fighters got better because Ronda was there, right?
I mean, I respect everything she's done, hands down,
without a doubt. But she's the only person in that locker room with a bunch of credibility behind her that will actually beat your ass.
Like the smiling.
So she has to have that belt opportunity right away, right? Because if she didn't, it wouldn't be real, right? I mean, if she's sitting there fighting Alexa Bliss, I mean, as a conscious sporting fan in 2018 am I going to look at that and think that that's a fair matchup, right? I'm not. But against Nia Jax, maybe there's a little bit of fire there. Maybe Nia can hold her own, right? As a big imposing force that they built her to be. And I mean, the only other person that can really hold her own in that, in my opinion, would be Asuka, right?
Yeah.
But she's on the completely opposite brand, and we're waiting for that at a WrestleMania one day. So I mean, I'm ready for this. Let's do it. Let's see what she does. I mean, and let's see how she carries a title program.
I look at it I don't like the smiling Ronda. I know she's happy to be there. This is her dream. The connection to Roddy Piper, may he rest in peace. But I enjoy badass Ronda Rousey. I enjoy the bad mofo look like she's going to kill you. When Lesnar first came back to WWE, 2012 to 2014, that time period, he was doing the whole suplex thing or whatever, beating people down. But when he would walk around the ring and kind of stalk his opponent, it looked like a pit bull licking his chops. I need Ronda Rousey to start licking her chops.
Like Shayna?
Yeah. That attitude, she's I don't care, I'm going to end you.
I mean, yeah, I think, so here it is, right? Can her character be a little bit of that? Because she's pure white meat baby all the way. Vince isn't going to spend all that money on her if he wasn't able to market her as a baby face, right? We all know that.
I popped when her music hit at the Rumble. I was like, oh!
Yeah, absolutely. She's pure baby all the way. But when she hops in the ring and it's time to go, that's when that intenseness carries over. And if you've seen anything that she's done so far in the ring, that's what we see, right? we see that sort of like that sort of like bullyish attitude once the bell strikes. And that's the kind of Ronda that we want to see. I think it's the right move to go with her as a baby. Let's see what she can do with this. I mean, we all know that it's going to be a smozzy finish. That unless they do something crazy and just put the belt on her right away, right? And then even with that, right? Like,
I'd be like,
who cares? A green champion? Why not? Let's do it.
But then they're doing this whole thing with Nia and don't be a bully, be a star. I'm like, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, she just got it.
Yeah, this thing reeks of Natty coming in and smoshing the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, for
Plus,
sure.
that'll give her some time to, like, really be able to work, Let her work the Natties and the Mickey Jameses, Let her work some vets, some in-ring generals in the women's division. That way she can build back up and get to a Charlotte or an Asuka,
Let's fire her out of a cannon and see how she runs right off the gate.
I'd like to see Ronda Baszler, to be honest.
Oh, that's coming.
I'd like to see that.
That's coming eventually.
In the MMA horsewomen.
That's coming eventually. But I mean, I'm ready to see Ronda run. Let's see if she can do it. If anybody can do it, Ronda Rousey can do it because that she is somebody that takes this very seriously.
I mean, she surprised me at Mania. Maybe she'll surprise me again.
Yeah, without a doubt, Ronda doesn't strike me as somebody that does anything half-ass in life. She's a worker without a doubt, and I know that she's over at that Performance Center working 5 times harder than the next girl. Without a doubt, she is.
I believe it. I think Ronda's all in.
Oh, for sure.
Speaking of all in,
number 4 or number 3?
Number 3, yes.
All right.
The highly anticipated independent wrestling show sold out 10,000 seats in 29 minutes and 36 seconds.
Is this in conjunction with Ring of Honor?
Some Ring of Honor talent will be there.
Okay.
Yeah. Put on by Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks. I mean, like I said it on the regular episode this past Friday. So incredibly proud of these guys. At that Cow Palace show, I'm going up to these guys. I'm like, I am so proud of what you guys are doing. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Cody adds promoter to his long list of accomplishments since leaving WWE. And will it be successful, though? That's the real question.
I mean, it already is, right? It's a packed house.
Packed house.
I mean, what a card,
I'm talking
man.
about from
a house,
performance standpoint. Will it be? I mean, you have the Bucks, you have Cody, you have basically the entire Bullet Club. You have Kenny, you have Okada, you have Tessa Blanchard and Nick Aldis, the NWA Heavyweight Champion. He's going to be there.
I mean, it's got to be successful, right? You just rattled off 10 names that are hot talents.
Yeah.
I mean, like the villain Marty Scurll's going to be there, right?
Oh, that's going to be awesome. I love
Absolutely.
Marty.
Like Hangman Page. Yeah, of course. So, I mean, like the talent's
booking,
already
there. That's going to be interesting because Cody, Cody and the Bucks are the bookers.
Yeah, just book it like a house show. Like, just have some fun.
But
but there is a title defense, right? Billy Corgan's title, right? The NWA heavyweight title.
They made a whole big thing about how it's the actual title when it's not really. WWE owns that. I've seen it at their. I haven't been to the Access, but you can see it. Harley Race has even attested to it. There's a dent on the bubble of it. Harley Race is like, yep, I forgot who he said he hit over the head with it. But they hold the original world NWA title. The one that's going to be defended is a newer replica. But the fact is, will Cody win it? Because that was a title that his father held.
For sure.
Absolutely. We've never seen.
I mean, that's happening. He's putting on the show. He's booking. Why wouldn't he book himself to go over?
I know, but then Nick Aldis is just getting.
Vince did it for years.
I mean, Nick Aldis is just getting started with it. So it's gonna be very interesting to see.
Hey, shout out to Cody Rhodes and the Bucks. I mean, good for them. The house is great. Good for pro wrestling tees and all the things they're doing with that. It's in Chicago. The smarkiest crowds, right? We already talked about it. I mean, CM Punk more than likely going to show up there. I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about that as it gets closer to the day.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a success. I wish those guys the best. I mean, they sold out a huge arena, and let them run with it.
They have the. I mean, this is kind of like the indie WrestleMania, like how there's like WrestleCon and all this stuff in WrestleMania
Without a doubt, and it shows, and it shows you that there's a market for this.
Yeah.
It shows you that there's a place in professional wrestling for this. And is it going to be on Fight TV, or is it going to be like?
See, that's the thing with the broadcasting.
Something like that.
I think Ring of Honor and New Japan let them lend talent because it's not going to be broadcasted. We can't buy it. Honestly, what they should do? Just
that sucks. Then
broadcast
that freaking sucks.
Broadcast it for free.
Yeah, on Twitch or something like that.
Yeah, you're not making any money off of it, but the whole world is going to see it.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. That would be sweet if
It'd
they
be
did
too
that.
sweet.
Yeah,
You know?
that'd be awesome.
But because I'm looking at it, it's gonna be a 4-day event. You know, they have StarCast, which is kind of like the meet and greets and all that stuff. There's gonna be multiple podcasts there. When I go see Cody at the New Japan show, I'm gonna be like, so the Bullet Cast, we get an invite, right? You know,
Yeah.
I'll have to work something out. But it's a 4-day event. It's gonna be spectacular. A lot of big names are gonna be there: Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Christian. So it's gonna be a nice event. And I was listening to Cody on the Edge of Christian podcast from Friday, and he said possibly there may be a battle royal called All Out,
That'd be funny.
where they throw each other in like a tailgate thing.
They do these puns, man, dude.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Just kind of having fun. But Cody said he celebrated, he tore a bar up.
Yeah.
He tore a bar up somewhere. This
Dude,
is
that's awesome. I mean, they're going to be successful.
Yeah.
Everybody's all in on this. Obviously,
I
the
know.
tickets sold out
Dusty-
in 30 minutes.
Dusty's smiling right now, man. I mean,
Of course.
his son is really just
Of course.
going with it. He was the guy who they were told, yeah, he's just not gonna be the guy, And then he left, and now he's a major, major, major draw right now. I mean, I don't see your boy Kenny Omega putting on wrestling shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's good stuff. Good for Cody. Everybody's all in. I can't wait for them to watch it. I hope it's online.
I hope it is online.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah, I really do. I hope it streams.
All right.
So, shout out to that.
Number 2, where will SmackDown go in new TV deal? So I talked about this a little bit on the regular episode. Monday Night Raw, it's gonna be sticking with the NBC USA network, and SmackDown, it's gonna kind of go somewhere. It's a really, really high possibility that it's going to be going somewhere else. Fox Sports has been mentioned. Now people are saying Facebook and Amazon Prime are trying to get in on it.
Of course they would, right?
Yeah.
Of the streaming
And
rights would be
I've
huge.
also heard that it might go to a 3-hour format.
Yeah, without a doubt. I'm excited for this. I think that we tackled this topic from a fan's perspective because we're not inside the biz, we're not executives, so to
I'm
talk
not a
about
TV
it
exec, so I don't know.
Exactly. So to talk about it from a dollars and cents standpoint, we're maybe a little out of our league, but to talk about it from a fan perspective and where we would like to consume it, I think that we could offer some insights there. So I mean, right away, I like to just see it streaming. I hate having to wait for it to go on at 8:00 is a little late for somebody that needs to get up really early in the morning.
I for sure just live stream it at 5:00.
Yeah, and straight up I hate commercials. Commercials suck. I mean, let's get rid of those. And I'd like to consume it on like a Hulu or a WWE Network or an Amazon Prime. I mean, anything that's a streaming outlet, I got them all. So, I mean, I would love to see it in that perspective, in that aspect. I think that would be something really cool for wrestling to have a high-profile show like SmackDown streaming. I think it would do a lot to open the door, also for other sporting events to see the benefits of streaming their content, which they all do in certain aspects. But I would love to see more of that. So I think it's great.
Yeah, I mean, this brings a real new meaning to brand split. Because I mean, they're two separate brands, separate rosters, but they're on the same network. This is gonna really, truly change the game. I'd really enjoy it. I'd want to see how really competitive they'd get. I mean, they're still under the same company umbrella, but they're on separate broadcasting umbrellas.
Right, exactly. So the reason why there's two brands to begin with, right? Just from a beginning is because competition breeds a better product, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And so if there was no competition for Vince, he had to make his own, right?
Oh,
which is make two brands his own show, right?
I want to see some real brand warfare.
Yeah, this could lead to some really interesting things, and really changing these shows, because from a broadcast perspective they kind of seem similar and they seem the same to me, and I would love to see some sort of flipping of the actual production of these two shows and
absolutely.
how it goes down. And I think this is a good opportunity for that.
I want to see a real changing of the guard, I want, because
For
SmackDown's roster, you have Hardy, you have Styles, Nakamura, Joe, Bryan, the guys that can really go, and Miz is a guy, don't undersell that guy. He can go too.
For sure.
And then Raw, you have your Roman and Rollins, and you have Ziggler and McIntyre. I've seen some long-term stuff of his. You can go Lashley, Balor,
For sure, definitely.
So they got some major star power, and KO and Sammy.
Definitely. And for what we know, like, cable's tired, dude. Everybody's cutting the cord left and right
Yeah.
all the time, right? Like, cable.
On network
yeah,
television, that's a whole new audience.
that would be great,
And then
right?
maybe later on, remember how they used to run like Saturday night's main event
Mm-hmm.
or something like that? That could be a possibility later down the road.
Dude, that would
'Cause
be sick.
I don't know if
I would
any-
think it would be so sick if the go home shows for pay-per-views were on Saturday nights with SmackDown switched to like a Saturday night broadcast.
Oh, Jesus.
Like that would be cool. That would just make the event so hot the night, like every night would be like an NXT takeover for,
yeah,
for
that
the
kinda-
go home show.
that-
I think that would be sick, like or do anything in prime time. Anything on network television,
Yeah, 'cause
that would be dope.
I don't know of a show that's prime time that's really hot right now. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't heard anything. So what shows are on Fox, like that Empire show and Star and stuff like that?
Yeah.
But like throw it on there, prime time, like maybe 3 times a year.
I mean, yeah, dude. NBC's lineup right now on like a Monday night is like The Voice, right? What if NBC Universal just did something crazy, took Raw off of USA and put it on NBC?
Oh,
and made it like really like must see like primetime TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they could repackage it. It would be
'Cause
dope.
a lot of money is going into Monday Night Raw, and basically what's going to
Mm-hmm.
be happening is the pay-per-views are going to be setups to see major storylines play out on Raw, which is kind of the reverse of how professional wrestling works.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
You
I mean, here's what we know, right? NBC Universal paid 3 times the current deal amount, right, for only one show, not 2. So if you're gonna back it with that type of an investment, right? Who knows what they're gonna do with that thing? Who knows if they keep it on USA? Who knows if they don't put it on the mothership and put it on broadcast? Like anything could happen, man. Vince has already been on broadcast TV with NBC before. Crazier things have happened.
I mean, Vince has taken himself national,
Absolutely.
He took his father's regional promotion and went national. Now he's a global juggernaut. He's a Fortune 500 company owner, so it's going to be very interesting
sure.
to see what happens with
And you
Monday
know that,
nights.
and you know
and
that
SmackDown.
and you know that the relationship with NBC is important because at the upfronts is when they announced Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Right. It was to pop that right there, and they put
It was to get those ratings.
Yeah, and if you notice, the future of the company was there representing them.
Oh,
as
yeah.
as far as a women's division. So I mean that it is what it is. We all know what it is.
It's going to be an interesting time in the next year and a half to
For
see
sure.
what goes down.
For sure. I would love to see SmackDown streaming. I think it would be great.
All right, number 1 is Brock Lesnar's part-time status really best for business?
For sure. Why not? I mean, they haven't built a compelling storyline for Lesnar yet. Maybe Seth Rollins is starting to like.
I've heard.
tickle the little like fancies of that little conversation. You never know.
I've heard Rollins might be next in line.
That would have some heat behind it, right, Mr. Monday Night for sure. But I think that Brock is the right champion. I think he's been since he's come back.
Rumor has it he drops it at Mania 35.
Yeah. I mean, that's a long, lengthy reign for Brock Lesnar.
Really upset all the. I mean, honestly, if you want the Universal Championship on Raw, you shouldn't have been booing Roman. It's just that simple. It's just that simple.
I mean, here's what I know about Brock, right? For his whole career in the WWE, he's been a champion. He's been somebody at the top of the card from day one, from Jump Street, right? He's had Heyman as his heater for a long time, and everybody knows that Paul Heyman is the best, if not one of
Paul
the
Heyman
best
has
of
managed
all
the 2
time.
longest champions of the modern era,
Right,
Punk and
Lesnar, right? And he gets heat. He knows how to put dudes over.
I mean, I'm looking at it like it's been best for business. When he first came back in 2012, he had that whole UFC Ultimate Fighter aura about him,
Yeah.
and the guy hasn't been pinned since 2013. All right, people don't know
Oh,
that.
they're gonna protect him
Yeah,
forever, dude.
it's protected. I mean, he does, Suplex City. They say it's the same thing. It's the same thing, but he can. Brock Lesnar, don't forget, he is very good at professional wrestling when he wants to be. Look at the match with AJ. Look at what he did with Joe. It was only a little bit in the ring, but it was something.
Dude, he's an NCAA champion.
He's a 2-time NCAA champion.
He will stretch you out for real. He will beat your ass.
I know, former UFC heavyweight champ.
Yeah.
He was over there holding the IWGP championship in Japan. The only IWGP champion I really care about.
Every other match, it's polarizing. Whatever it is, right? We always talk about Brock Lesnar. Is the match going to go on for 2 minutes? Is it going to go for 10?
He's just a draw, man. I mean, what Andre the Giant was an attraction. His birthday was yesterday, by the way. Happy birthday, Andre. He was an attraction for his whole entire career, his whole entire life, really. Brock Lesnar is the Andre the Giant attraction of today. You put it. You say he's advertised for a Raw. People are going to see Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
the casual fan will be like, "Oh, Lesnar's gonna be at Raw in this place in my hometown. Oh, I have to go." And then you're gonna be like, "Oh, I like this Apollo guy or this Drew guy's cool." You know, you're gonna get those casual fans in by having Lesnar there on TV. Now, does he have to wrestle on TV? I'd like to see it personally, but I get it. You know, it's the whole aura. He's a prize fighter. He wrestles when the money's right, when the price is right. You
all
know.
right, here, let me present this to you. I love that. I think I would agree with that total argument. But let me present something to you right here. Seth Rollins isn't becoming the heater that he is if that Universal strap is on TV every week, right? There's only so much show. They have a they feel they have a hard enough time making 3 hours compelling to begin with, right? And so I mean that belt putting it on the show would just compact everything more. And Seth Rollins doesn't have the type of run that he's having right now when the Universal strap is around all the time, right?
Yeah.
Like I just think that's that's a given. And so I don't know. I mean, Brock Lesnar, he's the man, dude. He ended the Undertaker streak, right?
Yeah.
He busts open everybody like every other match. I mean, the guy's an animal. I mean, he's the champ. He's the right person with the belt, and I love how Vince is using him as a vehicle to try to get Roman over. And I think that's good. That's Roman's beast eventually to conquer. It's got to be if we're ever going to see Roman with a strap. There it is. I mean, I honestly think that the only two people that can beat Roman Reigns or can beat Brock Lesnar is Roman Reigns
And Braun Strowman.
I mean, yeah, maybe Strowman, but I was gonna throw out something I said last week, right? Like I'm throwing out the Demon. Right?
Oh.
Like Finn Balor can't beat
The Demon doesn't
Brock
lose.
Lesnar, but the Demon can beat Brock Lesnar.
Actually, you know what? I don't know. The Demon has a streak, and Lesnar can end streaks. That'd be something interesting to see.
Yeah, maybe, but I really honestly believe that. I believe you're going to get two outcomes. I believe the Demon overcomes and gets that strap back, or Roman Reigns finally conquers and
Roman finally does it.
Yeah, and Roman finally does it.
I mean,
and that's coming at WrestleMania for all the marks too. Vince is going to do that.
It's going to be something very interesting to see. But yeah, I mean, man, Brock is an attraction. He's a special case
without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, people like I'm going back to it. They're complaining, oh, the title. He doesn't defend the title. He doesn't defend the title, dude. Like he worked more last year than he has in like this entire run from 2012 to now. He worked multiple house shows, some pay-per-view events, got into some brawls. Had that extraordinary fatal 4-way at SummerSlam, unbelievable one with AJ.
Yeah, and for what it was worth, that thing in Saudi Arabia was fun.
Yeah,
that was exciting.
Cool.
That spot was really dope. I liked it a lot.
No, Brock taking a bump like that?
Yeah.
There was an extra 20,000 thrown for that bump,
For sure, man. It was cool. And I like Brock Lesnar. I got no problem with
I like Brock too, if it was the WWE title, I'd have a little problem with it. Mm-hmm. But it's the Universal title, I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, and that's part of the storyline, right? Him not showing up every week is part of the storyline. And that's okay, right? If you're going to write it into the storyline, that's cool. And I think they're a little, hamstrung with that, The reason why they have to do that is because, Brock Lesnar doesn't appear every week. So they have to address the elephant in the room, right? Yeah. They have to make it a part of the storyline.
He's chilling on his farm in Saskatchewan.
And he can, eating Jimmy John sandwiches. Don't forget that.
Of course. Chilling with Sable. With that big red strap right next to him. All right, I think we've done it for this week, man. The top 5 has been pretty nice.
Yeah, man, we're starting to get into a rhythm here. If you'd like to see any topics, go ahead and shoot them our way.
Yeah.
Go ahead and head into the Bulletcast. How can they hit us up?
Oh, Twitter @BulletCast. YouTube channel The Bulletcast. If you can leave a comment on the video, Instagram is The Bulletcast. You can slide into our DMs there. Message us on Facebook @Bulletcast, or if you want to email us, Bulletcast2 is in the number 2, sweet SWEET @gmail.com.
For sure.
You can do all
Let's
that stuff.
Let's give the people a homework assignment too. Check it out. Go ahead and go on that like or subscribe button and go ahead and hit that thing for us. Give us a 5-star review. Help us climb these charts. We are at 64 this week. That's not going to get it done. We need to be number 1.
We need to be
For
number 1.
For my own ego, I need to be number 1.
All right. tomorrow is the 1 year anniversary of Jinder Mahal winning the WWE Championship.
Holla, man. That's
So
what's up.
that Jinder pod we did a few weeks back is going to be released tomorrow.
Oh, dude, I cannot wait.
Yeah.
All right. For whatever it's worth, dude, Jinder, keep kicking ass, bro. You deserve it. Keep working hard, dude. Throw those extra reps in there.
What is this? Big
do you
Cass
got?
was assisted up the ramp by WWE officials today after his match in
Breaking news?
in Germany. He will be fully prepared for. He might have re-injured himself there.
I don't know.
Just tweeted 1 minute ago by WWE on Twitter.
Okay. Well, I mean, don't beat up little people. Karma's a bitch.
Oh man, that heat really went to his knee, huh?
It really did. Absolutely.
Oh wow, Peter Rosenberg liked my
Hey, shout out. Did you see a tweaked out Enzo? Did you see that? Did you see that picture of him?
beard.
Yeah, beard all gone.
I guess I can wear I got the sauce shirt now.
I guess
since he's cleared, you know.
I mean, maybe.
Oh wow, Peter Rosenberg, he liked my tweet about the whole Podfather thing.
Oh, okay.
I was like listening to Cheap Heat, and I heard at Rosenberg Radio call himself the Podfather. Does this mean I have to find a new gimmick? If so, then the Bulletcast will have major changes coming. One like Peter Rosenberg. All right, Peter, thank you for liking my stuff.
Yeah,
on
that's
Twitter,
what's
you
up.
know?
Hey, I'm gonna throw this out both to you and Rosenberg.
All
Shout
right.
out to Rosenberg first and foremost because I like his stuff. He's a good dude.
I love it.
Second thing is that both of you guys aren't the Podfather. If we want to talk about Podfather, it's Bill Simmons. I mean, Bill Simmons is the original Podfather,
Wait a
right?
second. Wait, whoa.
I mean, shout out to the Ringer, right? It's gotta be.
I mean, but like, I'm at this era now where I'm a workhorse, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the workhorse version of the Podfather. I mean, 5 pods in 3 days for WrestleMania weekend. Who else was doing that? Everybody was else out partying on Bourbon Street, you know, getting down. I was out here working, man. I was out here, you know, making sure that I have enough content for these people. Because when I finally hang them up at episode 100, you can have all this content.
I mean, yeah,
right.
but if you're gonna steal gimmicks, why don't you steal your boy's gimmick, the Heartbreak Kid, and just start calling yourself the Heartbreak Podfather?
Oh, I don't know. That's too much. That's too much. Well, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we've done this. It's been a great pod.
I know the heel valet's starting to kick in the corner over there. She's going crazy.
Yeah, she's
been quiet the whole podcast. I love my daughter.
She might jump the barricade.
It's because the Sesame Street's off on the television.
Oh
now.
yeah, she's
gotta
upset.
put that back on.
All right, we gotta go take care of the heel valet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, goodbye. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna cater to these marks like that. I'm not gonna cater to the New Japan fans.
How about we just say later? Till next week. Remember to grab this week by the horns and beat it into submission. Make this week your bitch.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Conquer it every time.
All right, later, marks.
Cody Rhodes representing the Bullet Club. This has been a Bullet Cast. Thank you for listening.